Hello and welcome. You are watching HCN News Bulletin with me, Riya Narvekar. Let's first look at the headlines. Delegation led by Santander MLA Francisco Silveira appealed to all supporters to oppose the proposed marina project at Naushi. Silveira said that the project will affect the surrounding villages and the traditional fishing business. Kortalim MLA Alina Saldana along with officials held joint meeting to resolve dust pollution issues faced by villagers of Kortalim. Several fisherwomen in Vasco Fish Market sat outside the fish market and began selling fish on footpaths in protest of NMC. Fisherwomen blamed the authorities for not acting on their complaint. Now the news in detail. Due to the ongoing turmoil over the garbage issue, CCP has stopped accepting sewerage tankers and in return garbage is stopped at Saligaon Garbage Treatment Plant. Intervening in this matter, Waste Management Minister Michael Lobo has advised CCP to write a letter to the department regarding problems faced by the Panchamites.
Saligaon आज 5वा दीस आमचे गार्बेज आता हे जाल्या बंद जाल्या घेवपाची वेट गार्बेज. काल आमकां ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर मायकल लोबोन म्हाका फोन केलो आनी म्हणल्यार तुमचे लेटर दिया आनी लेटर दिल्या बरोबर आमी तुमचे स्टार्ट करता म्हणटा आमी ताका काल लेटर दिले आनी हांवें एकूच सांगलें की आमकांय रिटर्न परमिशन दिया की फाल्यां असो जावं उपकारना 8 दिसान आतां पयर गेल्या विकाक जय सावकर बाबान एमएलएन थंयचो तेणें लोकांक घेवन थंय प्रॉब्लेम केलो. फाल्यां आनी कोण येतलो ते गेटी रावतलो आनी ट्रक हाडयतले. फाल्यां आमकां परत परत हें करूंक जायना. आमचें आतां डिमांड आसा अशी की एक आमकां 4 म्हयन्या भितर आमी आमचो सोल्युशन काडटा. आमी बायलेनी रावना आनी आमी तुमचेरूय रावना पूण आमचे पांयार आमी रावंक सोदता उबे. आमी ल्हान ल्हान प्लांट घालूंक सोदता 2 टन 5 टन खंय मेळटा आमचे कडेन व्हडलो जागो ना. पणजे ही सिटी आसल्या कारणान आमचे कडेन व्हडलो जागो ना. आमी एक 5 टन जावं 2 टन आनी खंय 1 टन जावं 5 कॉलनीन व्हडलो जागो मेळटा ते ल्हान ल्हान घालून आमी एक कमीत कमी 30 टन तरी आमी गार्बेज वेट गार्बेज हांगच्या हांगाच हें जावपाक हें करूंक सोदता. हितून आमकां मागीर आमकां सालिगांवची गरज ना. जो पर्यंत भायलेनी जायना तो हो सुद्दां कितें टेम्पररी मेजर्स. सालिगांव जावपाक बायगेणी जावपाक एनवायरमेंट क्लियरन्स येवपाचें आसलें आतां आयल्या दिसता पूण ताका फाल्यां टेंडर आसा. फाल्यां ते बांदता म्हणल्यार सहज 4 वर्सां वतलीं. ती 4 वर्सांचे पर्यंत आमी इतके तेंप रावंक शकना आनी म्हणून आमकां आमचो टेम्पररी सोल्युशन आमकां काडूंक जाय आमकां.
Delegation led by Santander MLA Francisco Silveira in the process to gain maximum support from legislators to oppose the proposed marina project at Naushi. Silveira said that the project will affect the surrounding villagers and their traditional fishing business. He said that a meeting will be held with Chief Minister Pramod Sawant before the next hearing.
आमकां मारिना तर येयली जाल्यार आमकां खूब अख्खे सांतांद्रे मतदारसंघात तशेंच तालिगांव पेंजीम दाबोळी कोर्ताली सारके प्रॉब्लेम जातले आनी हे फिशरमॅन पळय आसा आमचे सारके भायर पडटले आनी फिशरमॅनाक कांय नुस्त्याक लागून असो मारूंक मेळपाक ना. ताका लागून हांव सीएमा कडेन आनीक परत तेंपार वयता तें हियरींग कॅन्सील करपाक. हियरींग जायत जाल्यार आमकां सारको मेजर प्रॉब्लेम जातलो. मागीर फुडें कितें जातलें तें कांय सांगपाक शकना. कित्याक ते कितें करतले हियरींगाक फकत आमचे लोकांचे ते हियरींग आयकतले रिकॉर्डींग करतले आनी दिल्ली धाडटले.
सो तुमी गव्हर्मेंटाक वॉर्न करता की बंद करना जाल्यार कितें जाय सांगूंक जाय.
आमी आतां सीएमा कडेन परत डिस्कस करपाक वयतले कित्याक आमी गव्हर्मेंटानू आसा सीएमानू आमचें आयकून घेवपाक जाय आनी कन्सर्न मिनिस्टर आहाय तेणी तें आयकून घेवपाक जाय आमचें. आनी म्हाका खात्री आसा मिनिस्टर आमचे चीफ मिनिस्टर आमचे आयकून घेतले.
by Honorable MLA Silveira and he briefed me on the Naushi project which is coming in his constituency. And there were certain issues that he had about this wherein he said the traditional fishermen will be displaced and also it will be bad for the environment, like it's ecologically not proper. So after he spoke to me, I said I would be there in his support because it could also affect my people in Orchel. But we still have to have a meeting with the Honorable CM and apprise him of the situation. So this was my advice to him, was to take CM into confidence and approach him and speak to him about all the problems that he has, along with the people.
Vibrant Goa Global Expo and Summit, which has entered on its second day, has seen huge response from the foreign delegates. Speaking to media, Chief Minister Pramod Sawant said that he has had several country delegations who have agreed to invest in tourism, hospitality and in other business. Sawant said that this event has shown success and investors are positive to invest in Goan business.
म्हाका दिसता वायब्रंट गोवाचो एक्सपिरियन्स कितें पळय रे हो लोकांनी अनुभवला, लोकांनी घेतला, ज्या पद्दतीन म्हणजे तुमी सगळ्यांनी ताका सपोर्ट केला. स्पेशली थँक्स फॉर द प्रेस एंड मिडिया. एक्चुअल वायब्रन्सी जी आहा पळय न्ही रे, ती गोंयांत दिसता. हांगा दिसता न्ही, गोंयानूय दिसता. म्हाका जाणवलें खूब जाणांनी म्हाका फोन केलो कितल्याशाच जाणांनी. इव्हेंट जो आहा तो खरोखर सक्सेसफूल जाल्लो आसा. ज्या पद्दतीन इन्व्हेस्टर्स भायले आयल्या, आतां वी नीड टू ग्रॅब द ऑपॉर्च्युनिटीज. वायब्रंट गोवाची पूर्ण टीम आसा, गव्हर्मेंट ऑफिसर्स आसा. आमकां तांच्या बरोबर वचून तांचे ऑपॉर्च्युनिटीज ज्यो आसा त्यो ग्रॅब करप अत्यंत गरजेचो आसा. डेफिनेटली वायब्रंट गोवाचो बेनिफीट जो आसा हे एका वर्साच्या कार्यकाळात आमकां दिसून येतलो. मेनी पीपल आर इंट्रस्टेड आनी आमचे कडेन टॅलंट जो आसा पयली तो आमचे कडेन आसा, क्रिएटिविटी जी आसा पयली ही गोंयकारांच्या मदीं आसा. त्या टॅलंट आनी क्रिएटिविटीचो यूज जो आसा वो बाकी सगळे कडेन करप अत्यंत गरजेचें. हांव वेगवेगळ्या डेलिगेशन, म्हाका दिसता 9 काय 10 डेलिगेशना कडेन मेळ्ळो. तांचो इंट्रस्ट दे आर शोईंग इन द इन्वेस्टमेंट इन द स्टेट, स्पेशली इन द हॉस्पिटॅलिटी इंडस्ट्री, टुरिजम इंडस्ट्री, IT इंडस्ट्री. ह्या सगळ्या इंडस्ट्रीजान मोठ्या प्रमाणात इन्वेस्ट करपाची तयारी आसा. तांचें म्हणणें आहा की IT पीपल, IT इंडस्ट्रीची तांकांय गरज आसा. जर टॅलंट तुमी हांगा आसतात ते धाडूं शकता आसत जाल्यार ताजीय गरज आसा. हांवें तांकां आमचे सेक्रेटरी आसतलो किंवा वेगवेगळे प्रायवेट पार्टनर्स आमचे जे आसात तांचे कडेन कनेक्ट करून दिल्या आनी म्हाका दिसता नक्कीच ताचो फायदो जो आसा ते घेवपाक शकतात.
Yesterday, the first day, was something beyond all our imagination. In fact, we thought all for the 3 days we would be having about 4,000 footfalls, 4,000 to 5,000 footfalls. On the first day itself, we had 4,059 footfalls attending the Vibrant Goa Global Expo and Summit. This was beyond our expectation, and we were extremely happy with the response that we have received. Yesterday, besides the inauguration, we had a lot of activities going on. The Software Technology Park session was held. The DRDO MOUs were signed. We had multiple sessions on how to do business in different countries, including Canada, Oman and so on. All in all, it was an excellent opportunity, okay, which a lot of people were able to take on, whether in terms of knowledge summits as well as doing business through the booths that they had set up. We are looking forward to even better days ahead in the next 2 days that are left.
There will
Thank
be
you.
any boost in the Goan business now with this?
Vibrant Goa is a journey. It starts. We have now started this journey, and business has already, B2Bs have started happening. A lot of opportunities are being discussed. So please understand that things do not happen in 3 days, okay? But it starts off, and the whole idea of this one is to boosting of business in Goa beyond the borders, and I think that is happening in a absolutely fantastic fashion.
Taking its agitation against the bad roads in Margao to a different level, the Shadow Council for Margao on Thursday pasted posters on the road cautioning motorists of potholes. They said that PWD seems to be trembling to take appropriate actions before the erring constructors, while the citizens continue to suffer.
This is part of a continuous campaign in connection with the bad roads in Margao. For last more than 2 months, continuously we have been highlighting the state of these roads in Margao, and which in fact are under the defect liability period. In the sense, there was a contractor who has done this work, and within just single rain, single monsoons, they have been washed away. In fact, it has been washed away on 2 occasions, on 2 years in fact. And in spite of our several appeals that the roads have to be restored, somehow necessary action is not seemed to be coming through. We have even gone and get out the PWD engineer and who has assured us, but somehow the way we got to know from the engineers, it looks like something is hanky-panky there. When we asked for the files to check what sort of action was proposed for this substandard work, because finally this is public money, and on account of the substandard work that was executed, today the roads are in this condition. Somehow that file also was not available in the office. Some engineer has taken it at home. This is what the assistant engineer has very openly told us. So we want that these roads have to be restored.
Video journalist Alfred Fernandez from Margao for HCN. Waste Management Minister Michael Lobo, who was on the first day for the Vibrant Goa Summit, took time to visit and see the painting which was going on at the venue. Lobo said Vibrant Goa Expo is also an opportunity for vibrant artists from Goa to display their talent. He said Goa is famous not only for tourism but also in art, who are trying to make longest painting of around 300 meters.
For the expo, the painting, what the vibrant artists from Goa are trying to achieve 1,000 foot, which is around 300 meters long painting. I'm very happy to know this. It's going to be like a record in Goa, and such type of painting and the artists who are working on this, it gives a good exposure for an artist, and also a good thing as far as all the delegates who are come over here. They will understand that Goa is not only a place for where it is famous for beach and lovely backwaters and heritage, but it is also where there are different artists. And the artists bring out their art in different forms, whether it is culture, whether it is heritage, whether it is sceneries, whether it is our traditional lamps, stars, everything is here. And the artists are free to come and take part in this longest painting. And I wish all of them all the best. Triple ID, all the best. And all this, not only over here.
So we're trying to capture all the festivals, all the Goan festivals, all the Goan life, all the elements of Goa. So cultures. So first, right now we are aiming to color only the background over here, the gap, and then
Any length target is there also?
yes, we're targeting 300 meters.
Kortalim MLA Alina Saldana on Friday met the Deputy Collector Paresh Faldesai and DBL officials to address dust pollution issues faced by villagers of Kortalim. Speaking to reporters, Saldana said that DBL does not care about the people, and every time letters were written, they assured to get the work done, but in reality did nothing.
Dilip Bilkon claims that they have done terracing, but if you look at the hills, there is no terracing left anymore. And there are certain areas where the boulders from within, the mud has washed away from the boulders, and you see just the boulders there. Now, any time, if there is a sudden heavy shower, the boulders could come rolling down. Today's meeting was about the complaints of the villagers from Kortalim regarding the dust pollution and the problems that they are facing because of the ongoing work of the Zwari Bridge. Now, it appears that nobody seems to care. I'm talking about Dilip Bilkon. They don't seem to care about the problems that the people are facing, the dust pollution that the people residing in that area are facing. You know, every time we write to Dilip Bilkon, they say we are doing it. But if you go to see on ground reality, nothing is being done the way it should be done. There is dust all over. Plus, they say that they are sprinkling water, but that water that they are sprinkling is only a trickle. So the water is on the ground. Once the water dries up, the dust remains on the ground. Now this is not the way things have to be done. The water has to be hosed.
आज मिटींग आसली त्या खातीर आमकां एक रिप्रेजेंटेशन हाडिल्लें आसा लोकां कडल्यान रिगार्डींग डस्ट पोल्युशन एट द कोर्टालीं. ते आमी मिटींग मॅडम एलिना सार्डना MLA आसली आमची, आमी तांकां डायरेक्शन दिलां ते स्प्रिंकलिंग करपाक वॉटर ऑन द रोड, डस्ट पोल्युशन कमी जावपा खातीर. गोवा स्टेट पोल्युशन कंट्रोल बोर्डाचे ऑफिसर्स हांगा आसले, तेणी तांकां स्पेसिफीक मेजर्स जे करपाचे आसा ते तांकां सांगिल्ले आसा आनी तेमी एश्युरन्स दिल्ले आसा 8 ते 10 दीस भितर ते सगळें काम जातलें म्हणून.
अपार्ट फ्रॉम दॅट कितें पोर्ट होल्स आनी कसलें कितें
पोर्ट होल्स एंड ते सांगलां तांकां रेगुलरली दे हॅव टू मेंटेन दॅट रोड.
Farmers in Korzway to suffer loss due to water entering the fields with the sluice gate door breaking apart. A farmer, Satyavan Kerkar, said that no one is bothered to repair the door and their fields are getting damaged, which in last few days' time is ready for harvest. He demanded concerned authorities to look into this matter and resolve the issue.
सत्यवान नारायण केरकर हा आमचो एक शेतकरी, पूण हे हांगा ह्या जुनानसून ते आतापर्यंत माणसे 3 फावटी दारां लायली. कमिटी हेका कोण आहा ती पळयना आनी सरकारूय अजिबात पळयना. सरकार आमकां म्हणटा शेतां करा म्हणून आमचे बड्डेक लागता, पूण हांगा शेतां करून आमी घाम गळोवन आमचे हितून घाम गळोवन आमकां निमणे आतां शेतां पिकां येयली. 2-3 दिसांनी आतां मशिनां येतलीं, मशिनां येयल्लीं सुद्दां आहा आनी ह्या शेतान आतां उदीक भरून आमी कशी कितें शेताचें हें करपाचें, सोय करपाची. सरकाराक विनंती आहा की आतां बेगीच्या बेगीन सरकाराक सांगून जावं आमदाराक हें करून आमदारान हितून लक्ष घालून हे आमच्या शेताची बेगीच्या बेगीन कितें तरी एक नितळसाण हें करपाक, म्हणजे शेतां आमकां लुवंक मेळपाचें, हेचेर कितें तरी एक 2-3 दिसां भितर हे उपाय करचो अशी म्हाजी सरकाराक विनंती आहा.
Video journalist Prakash Gadekar from Mapsa for HCN.
Let's take a short break. We'll be back soon. Please stay tuned. Welcome back. Following the directives of the NGT, CCP in Panjim has directed to disconnect the sewage collection to those which sewage is being released in river either on Santines Creek. CCP Mayor Uday Madkaikar informed that presently bio-toilets will be provided to those houses which release sewage in open.
Temporary issue. Sewage departmentan already थंय वर्क ऑर्डर जाल्ली आसा sewage line घालपाक. ती तांकां कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर सांगला इमिजिएटली काम स्टार्ट करा म्हणून तेंच्यांनी ऑलरेडी मटेरियल डंप केला. तेंच्यांनी 3 मॅक्झिमम 3 म्हयन्यान ते काम जातलें म्हणलां. तो पर्यंत आमी तांकां बायो टॉयलेट हें करतले आनी जे उदक सद्या तेजे डिस्कनेक्ट जाला तांकां आमी सद्या टँकरान आमी उदक तांकां सप्लाय करता म्हणलां. 4 दिसान बायो टॉयलेट बसून जाल्या बरोबर तेंचे मागीर आमी एक ते टॉयलेटीचे फोटो काडून ते यूज करता म्हणून जावन आमी मागीर ते हेका हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंटाक आमी ते हे दितले, आमी लिस्ट दितले की ह्या घरांचे आमी तेंची कनेक्शनाक हे सेवेची कनेक्शनाची हें केल्या म्हणून.
पण कित्याक लागून डिस्कनेक्ट जालें?
एनजीटीची ऑर्डर, एनजीटीन ही ऑर्डर काडल्या की जी सेवेज तुमची जावं बाथरुमाचें उदक तुमी दर्यान सोडटा, सातिने नालान सोडटा तें बंद जावंक जाय म्हणून. तेजेर आतां 6 म्हयने जाले नोटिशी चालू आसल्यो. आतां तेंच्यांनी फायनल नोटीस काडून सगळें डिस्कनेक्शन स्टार्ट केलां. म्हणजे आमी लोकांक त्रास जावंक जायना, कित्याक लोक 30-40 वर्सां थोडे 50-50 वर्सां रावता, हे लोकांक त्रास जावंक जायना म्हणून आमी इमिजिएटली तांकां सद्या बायो टॉयलेट आमी दिता तांकां.
Several fisherwomen of the Vasco Fish Market on Friday sat outside the fish market and began selling fish on footpaths in protest of MMC. The president of Vasco Fish Market, Caridada Pereira, alleged that despite several requests, MMC had failed to take action on several migrants selling fish outside the fish market.
तेंच्यांनी एक्चुअली आमकां येवन एक्चुअली सांगपाक जाय आसलें कितें असो प्रॉब्लम आहा, ती डायरेक्टूच येवन भायर बसता. लास्ट टायमी तेंच्यांनी एक्चुअली तशेंच केल्लें की कितें आमकां सांगिनासतना ती भायर बसलेलें. आनी सेकेंड म्हटल्यार ती आतां सद्या सोपोय पे करिना. तेंचो एक्चुअली इश्यू सारको आसा. हांवें आयकलां कितें हॉटेल तानिया कडेन नुस्तें विकतात, तशेंच लक्ष्मी पेट्रोल पंपा कडेन एक्चुअली ते आठ जावन निघतात. आउट जाता आमचे ऑफिसर खंय तरी इन्स्पेक्टर सर आसतात आनी आफ्टर 8 म्हाका दिसता आमचे इन्स्पेक्टर थंय पावना ती ते एडवांटेज घेता. हांव आतां चीफ ऑफिसराक सांगतलो की एक लेटर कर पुलिसांक जे जे नुस्तें विकतात 2-3 स्पॉटार आहा पळय थंय आमी तांकां लेटर करून रॉबर्ट धाडून तें नुस्तें विकपाचें बंद करतले.
शिवोर सांगलो सगळें काडचें म्हणून शिवो एक्शन घेयना मागीर कितें करपाचें तें एंट्री दिवपाचें आनी आमी रस्त्यार हिंगा फामेऱ्या घालसर कामराका बसताय ते एक्शन घेवना अजुनूय काटये काडना हे सगळें थंय साडगोकराचें हाडलें थिंगा आख्खे बसले म्हणजे आमचें हें करपाचें हें करचें आमी चोवपाचें आमकां हें रेस्पेक्ट ना पयशे दिवची नाय ते दिवची नाय पयशे दिवची नाय आमी आमचें एक्शन घेवपा जाय तें सगळें बंद करतलीं साऱ्या गाडया काडटा म्हणून गाडया काडटा जाल्यार बरी की बसाल आमी भितर बसताय गाडया काडनाय सगळें तुमचे रात चलयताय भायर आमचो भारी लोकूय बसतलो हाका लोकांचेर पोट राहा थोडे लोक माडे भिकारी हाय थोड्या माडे कोणें जायना तो लोक बसतलो लोक कितें करतलो आमचे एक्शन घेयना एक्शन कोण घेता आमचे पुला बंदा थिंगा नुस्तें विकताय आमी बाजरां कोणूय येयना सगळें आतां नुस्तें व्हडलें विकताय
फाटल्या दिसान तुमी गेल्ले न्हू हेचे कडेन
गेलेले आमकां कांय एक्शन कोण घेयनाय
कांय जावना अजून
कांय जायना
तुमी आतां तेन्ना भायरूच बसपाक
थंय या न्हू सरान कितें एक्शन घेतलें जातलें
आतां भायर खंय या म्हणटा तूं गाडे भायर खंय
सगळे ते सायडीन हे सायड सगळे विकतात आख्खे कडेन नुस्तें विकताय अरे बाजरात तेंको न्हू बाजरात तेंको न्हू गाडी कोणता येताय बाजरात तेंको गाडी कोणता येयनाय
लमाणी बंद करता म्हटलें कितें जालें
करूंक नाय तेणी म्हण गाडी बंद करता तेवूय करूंक नाय तेणी कांय गेलो ना फुलां बंद आसा सगळे आख्खे न्हिदताय लागून आमी घेवन भायर बसले
गेल्या फावटी तुमकां चेअरपर्सनान सांगलेलें तुमकां खंय तरी हें करतलो म्हणून
चडल्या कोत्ता म्हूण सांगलेली म्हूण अजून करूंक ना आतां आमी बाजरात देखून पयशे दिवपाक तांकां बंद केले 2-3 दीस जाले बंद केले कोण एक्शन घेना चीफ ऑफिसर काल आपयतो म्हूण सांगतालो चीफ ऑफिसर काल चीफ ऑफिसरा खबर ना देखून आमची कोण एक्शन घेयनाय म्हणटकूच आमी आतां भायर दवरून आमी आमचे एक्शन घेताय चोयताय आमी एक्शन घेताय काय म्हणून.
Boreham Bridge on NH17B will remain partially closed for all vehicular traffic from 10 days from October 21st to 30th, 2019 following traffic of both the ways on one lane, resulting in slowdown of traffic on both sides of bridge during repairing of expansion joints. The PWD has announced about the partial closure of Boreham Bridge for a period of 10 days from October 21st to 30th for undertaking repairs of expansion joints. Earlier, it was supposed to close from 11th to 20th October, but due to rains, it's been postponed to further dates. Due to partial closure of the Boreham Bridge, there would be repairs to finger-type expansion joint and hence only one lane would be permitted for vehicular traffic, and thus there could be possibility of slowdown of traffic on both sides.
Video journalist Alfred Fernandez from Margao for HCN.
MPDA chairman and Kunkolim BJP MLA Clefasio Dias said that MPDA had received orders to stay all permission for all development in Murmugaon Taluka based on the request put by the Navy. Meanwhile, Kortalim MLA Alina Saldana said the decision was ridiculous and no one should take Goa and Goans for granted. Meanwhile, Vasco MLA Carlos Almeida blamed contractor for sending the notice without checking how many constituency would be affected.
Collector letter केला collector letter नोट circular issue actually collector inquiry करपायला पयली collector चूक हायंगा collector नेंगा पयली inquiry करपायला कितली constituency effect जाता 20 किलोमीटर वटे इंगसान फोंडे up to more पोंडा देखो वालपय देखो जाता effect मागीर I think this is totally wrong.
Will affect the tourism. There will be restrictions imposed. The tourists, they love Goa for its beautiful environment, for its mountain hills. They should have the freedom to move where they want. There will be a lot of restrictions imposed which cannot be allowed. Goa is a touristic state, but more importantly, Goa is a dot on the map.
As per my knowledge, it is a High Court order. जेन्ना आमचे 10 तारखेर मीटिंग फिक्स केल्ली एज ऑल मेंबर सो आमगे मेंबर सेक्रेटरीन तो रिपोर्ट हायकोर्ट ऑर्डर दाखयली आनी तेजेर क्लियरली मेन्शन केलो आसा सुमार 20 किलोमीटर द रेडियस फ्रॉम एअरपोर्ट नो डेव्हलपमेंट सो एश कोन जालें जाल्यार हें 20 किलोमीटर म्हळ्यार आमगे मडगांव पावलें थंय जावपा नाका हेजेर आमी निर्णय घेतले फूल कॉपरेशन मिनिस्टरान दिलो आसा मोबिना आनी तेणें ऑलरेडी सीएमान घेतला आनी हेजेर हांव बी हें करून आसता अशें पयलीं कितें चलतालें जावं सर्टन डिस्टन्स टेक ओवर जाता थिंगा सो हें जाता थिंगा फ्लायट देंवता थिंगा सर्टन रेग्युलर आसा फ्लायट बिल्डिंगा वयर सोडपा जायना जेन्ना फ्लायट देंवता थिंगा ती हायट आसता ती आमी चोयतले आनी तेजेर नवी मनशां हाडून आमी निर्णय घेतले.
Transport Minister Mohan Gudino has asked the National Highways Authority of India to expedite the port connectivity project, adding that the NHAI has assured that the project would be taken on top priority. Gudino also asked to have new policy for Goa which would prevent demolition of houses by building flyovers whenever needed. Mohan asked NHAI for new policy for Goa to save houses by building flyovers.
Highway Authority of India. And I said I express my gratitude to Nitin Gadkari ji for always considering Goa's request, like he has helped us with the 3rd Mandovi bridge, he is helping us with the Zuari bridge, he is helping us with 2 lovely towers which will showcase 2 restaurants coming up above Zuari. On the same way I told him Goa needs much more help than that, because Goa is a tourist destination, it is a brand name by itself. When it is a brand name by itself, when you have such high footfall of tourists coming, for a population of 15 lakhs to welcome 75 lakh tourists, whatever infrastructure you build is not only for the local people, it is also for the tourists. You can't expect them to demolish those houses. As I had represented earlier and now it is a reality, you have a flyover coming from Kortalim bridge right near Sharayu Motors. Not a single house was demolished. The whole process started when I was in the government that time, when Digambar Kamath himself was the chief minister. Process started that time, but afterwards when another minister came, Joshi, it was abandoned.
That's all we have for now. For more news and entertainment, keep watching HCN. Till then, take care and goodbye.